It won't open from this side. I loved that statue. Well, before the cult vandalized it. Completely locked. Now that the town's current is better, I can access the house's attic again. I almost never set foot in here. There's gotta be something. Wow, a projector. I thought I would forget its existence with my school years. What is it doing down here? Nothing. What? What is that? I can't believe all this was under the house. What was he doing here? Wait, isn't it exactly the same gem I have attached on my bracelet? Where did he find it? He was apparently willing to ship it to be analyzed? Shed some light on this.
If you're listening to this, you are probably the person sent by the office to continue my investigation. Well, at least I hope. My name is Matthew Banks, and I started this work about a year ago. As stated in my previous reports, I infiltrated the lighthouse last month, but they just found out that a tape was missing, and I think they're on to me now. I used to borrow tapes during the night, but this time they noticed before I could bring them back. I didn't have time to use the new filtering machine, but I left the tape inside it. I hope it's safe there with you. Since I have to leave, I prepared the way for you, and I have regrouped all of my ongoing work onto 3 different boards, each including a guiding tape. The first one gathers my studies on the audio signal coming from the oceanic floor, which was the reason our interest was piqued by St. Exel in the first place. The second board will give you more details on the local cult, whose believers call themselves the Devoted. The third board is about Operation White Medusa, which is probably why you're here now. We are now definitely forced to recognize that the village of St. Exel is the center of great political and scientific interest, as we first suspected. I hate to leave like this, but I'm afraid my time has come. During the last 2 weeks, the lighthouse had trouble acquiring new information from ashore. Apparently some kind of technology has been jamming their signal. Is there some kind of expert trying to hack the operation? I'll leave it to you to find out.
Passports? Money from different countries? This man was not your usual anybody. Oh. And there's also boat tickets to leave for Plymouth, England. He was planning on leaving, just wasn't sure when.
If you're listening to this, you are probably the person sent by the office to continue my investigation. Well,
what is this folder? Your next objective. I'll study that during the night. A bit of reading always helps.
At least I hope. My name is Matthew Banks, and I started this work about a year ago. As stated in my previous reports, I infiltrated the lighthouse last month, but they just found out that a tape was missing, and I think they're on to me now. I used to borrow tape. In 1977, an ultra-low frequency sound was picked up by scientists south of the Atlantic Ocean. But no one succeeded in identifying the structural composition of this acoustic phenomenon, and many theories were put forward. Spy submarine, human air... Infiltrating the cell in the heart of the lighthouse made me realize that the French government is very concerned about the development of the situation here in St. Exel. The development of the cell. In many areas, the life in St. Exel has deteriorated sharply in recent years. Local studies tend to show that nature has adopted an abnormal behavior. Some species started proliferating more than before, while others suffered the opposite effect. Some animals became aggressive towards humans, and some bird species completely...
A submarine? In danger? What was the lighthouse doing? It's probably dry now. Completely locked. It looks like I thought it was lost since the moving in. I love that music. Nothing. Full repaint of the arcade, 2,100 francs. I know you love it for real, Pierre. But we are going to need to have a discussion about it. Calmly. My lava lamp. I love it. Pierre probably hid it here, out of reach. Can't believe he'd think it's just a passing trend. Poor guy never understood anything about home decor. Let's put on some music. Honey, I finally finished my restoration project for this arcade machine. And I've got a challenge for you. I know you love a good one, so try to beat my best score. You will win something I'm sure will bring back good memories. I'm sure I know what it is. I could attach it to my gun.
loin, trop pris ton temps dans la glace. Pas eu le choix, c'est toi ou c'est moi qui part premier. Seulement t'as trébuché. Trouvé par terre, les idées en l'air, appelant grâce. J'ai pas hésité, mais juste résisté, sans laisser trace. Y a jamais cru
This game?
dans cet instant.
Next time, you'll take the bus.
Prenez juste mon temps.
Next time, you'll take the bus. This suit. I was in the attic with him when everybody disappeared. I remember wearing it, but we just had one. Next time, you'll take the bus. Next time, you'll take the bus. completely locked. His voice still echoes in my head. I need to know more. Let's find that antenna on the village beach. This tape recorder is helpful during late nights. Don't judge me, Pierre. It's my only way to hear a human voice now. When dust settles on your sport trophies, it doesn't mean you are getting younger. Completely locked. I finished reading the documents Matthew Banks had left for his replacement, who never came. Matthew apparently needed to join the lighthouse maintenance team to gain access to the Rorqual cell. To achieve this, he was forced to make a deal. The sect could help him get hired quickly, but in exchange, Matthew would have to pass on the information obtained once there. He didn't know why the cult was interested in all this, but he needed them, so he agreed in order to continue his investigation. Matthew knew that the Rorqual cell used a specific radio frequency to communicate with the outside. Just before his departure, he discovered that the cell could no longer connect to this very completely locked frequency. The radio worked well, but the signal of this wave was scrambled, which prevented transmissions. It looked like sabotage, but who was behind it all? A member of the lighthouse team? Another spy? Only one thing was clear to him. If someone had wanted to disturb the signal, he would have gone through the big antenna of St. Exel. I have already spotted it in the past. It is on the quays towards the beach. I just have to go there. I don't have anything on me to enhance my gun. Get better at dodging these attacks. La Vieille Chaloupe, restaurant and brewery. Fresh fish straight from the port. I sure hope the products are fresher than this poster. The closed cover is moving, but not enough so I can see. If only there was a gust of wind. I have to wait a bit for the gym to recharge. Long time no see, Boisseau's work. Nothing. Park mausoleums were not spared by the cult either. They are a real scourge for this village. I'm sure it's this giant blue rock under the house that must be responsible. For our bubble that protects and keeps monsters away from our home. The crate of rocks came. I could not finish fixing this fence because the damn bird stole my van's key, where all my tools are. I have been trying to get them back, but it's nested high up, and I can't seem to attract it. If you manage to get my keys back, please call me at the number written on my truck, Mr. Levins. With a bunch of analysis papers. I'm going to need something to break those. That probably had to be shipped with the set. I don't understand all this paperwork, but these rocks seem to have totally unexpected properties. I feel that the wind turbine is going to need a little help from me to launch. I don't know if there is any connection between the monsters and this rock. Sweet! It was enough to start the turbine! And why it would have an effect on them and not me? Let's take a walk. Just you and me. Amongst birds living in the park, you will find the Corvus picatrix. I know you, you little flying thief. They keep their precious loot inside their beak, which makes it really hard to get back. To prevent such situations, scarecrows were installed by local farmers. That will teach you to look at me sideways. I don't think I can get used to it.
Solve this puzzle and win a coin to use in George's workshop. Let's meet in my very own George workshop to collect your prize. Well, if you can solve this. I hope to see you again soon.
Amongst birds living in the park, you will find they keep their precious loot inside their beak, which makes it really hard to get back. To prevent such situations, scarecrows were installed by local farmers. Only one destination for you, my bag. Only one destination for you, my bag. The people of St. Exil suffered so much in recent years. It's moving to see that they tried their best to maintain the festivals and other traditions. Ahead, the beach and Assumption Church. Right, viewpoint. -1. Beach access and renovation. I am the repairman in charge of fixing this gate. I've linked it to one of the small wind generators we have in the village. As long as there is wind, there will be current. Only issue is that while I was fixing it, one of those freaking birds stole the key from my van. If you find them, please bring them to my office. Mr. Levins. There's a thieving crow's nest right up there. As expected, it has something in its beak, but it will only leave its nest if it appears safe to do so. There's a thieving... As expected, but it will only leave its nest if it appears safe to do so. That birdie should feel free to leave its nest now. Birdie? Now that the scarecrows are gone, I need something to attract it. Now that the scarecrows are gone, I need something to attract it. Amongst birds living in the park, they keep their precious loot. To prevent such situations, scarecrows were installed by local farmers. Completely locked. They love leaving these tape boxes for their propaganda. Listen to us. Join the devoted. Maybe I should listen to it. It won't open from this side. Locked. Its nest. There. I told you stealing was bad. Now, I only need to find the truck. Perfect. Probably not an organized person. Excellent. Stay on the floor. The beach. Here we go. I think I found the antenna. Behind, Boisseau's Park. Left, Assumption's Church. Ahead, Restaurant Panier à Crab. Nothing.